Hey guys, welcome to the Big Bird Show. No intro music today. No intro music today. But I wanted to do something a little bit different. So I went ahead and I went into Discord and we was having a conversation about the state of Legacy Wars. So I hope you guys enjoy this. We might do more of these in the future. We're having some discussions with some members of the community, guys that you will know in the game. So without further ado, let me get to the show. Hey, what up, guys? This is a special edition of the Big Bird Show. I'm going to be talking to Discord to some of the guys in the game that we know, that some of you guys have seen in the game. Believe it or not, a lot of us, we talk to each other. We're cool with each other. We have some disagreements here and there, but we're pretty much cool with each other. So what I'm going to do is I'm in the chosen server on Discord, and we're going to have a little conversation.
Yes.
That's
Not the sell us this.
Hey, yo, guys, welcome, guys. You guys are now being recorded.
Okay.
Oh, I can't screenshot that.
So I'm here in Discord now with VVS Chris, Piggy Slasher, the Mighty Bizz, Decorat, y'all may know him as Haitian Rafe, and who else is in here? And No Empathy. So
my
guys,
shout out.
oh, Solaris too, Solaris as well. Solaris YK is in here as well.
Mosa Fury is invisible.
Oh well, hey, Vito,
we
you go ahead and you change your name all the time. Mosa Fury. Mosa Fury.
Oh my god.
Shapeshifting had us. You was shapeshifting this nigga, huh?
That nigga said you a chameleon.
Hold on, I know the transgender in DC isn't talking right now, so shut your ass up.
Whoa, what the fuck did I do?
Talking to you.
What did I do, blood?
Alright.
That's crazy.
The transgender.
Yeah, bro, beat your ass.
Yo, this
Beat
is
your ass
basically calling me the
with
ABC
By the
people
way,
who kissed on the
transgender on video, by the way. Just saying.
Hey, so guys, I want to ask you this question. What do you guys think of the state of the game? Is the game going to live or die? Because we haven't had any challenges. These guys on vacation. They probably in Maui or somewhere. Who knows? What's the state of the game?
Gonna live. The game gonna live.
Kill the
That way
game.
just don't give a fuck about anybody.
Kill this book ass game, man. Get the shit out of here.
This game don't give a shit about anybody.
Get this shit out of here, man. This trash ass game.
Wow. Well, look, I don't want the game to die. I enjoy it. I like Power Rangers. But if it does decide to go, we'll just have to move on to something else.
Mm-hmm.
We're all switching to fucking
we're switching we're all switching all to Fortnite Mobile. Either be there or be square.
Nah, y'all find me on Pokemon Unite.
We all switching to Uno, man. That's what we're doing. We all switching to Uno.
That's right.
Chris said that he's switching over to Peppa Pig.
Peppa Pig. Peppa Pig is crazy.
All right, so
not Dora the Explorer, the video game. Oh hell no.
Just sad, bro.
Good stuff.
Right.
Y'all will find me on Naruto Legacy Wars.
Naruto
Legacy Wars.
Honestly, I'm really surprised that they ain't done something like that for mobile.
If Naruto Legacy Wars ever came out, my nigga, I'm out. I'm gone.
He said if Naruto Legacy
give me my adult 32-year-old Sasuke level 7, my nigga. I'm gone.
That ass, bro. And we'll have better rank. We'll have platinum. We'll have diamond. We'll have legendary. All the good
Just
shit.
saying, somebody needs to go put a bug in somebody's ear.
W workers, man. These niggas give me 12 nuggets. You know what I'm saying? That shit.
The FBI listening to this shit right now, like, all right, let's get these niggas out of here.
All right, with that being said, what do you think about what's going on? Because I noticed that Big Bang Armageddon is back. They're back at #1. I don't know if they were hacking. Maybe they are. But do we need to eliminate these hackers? Do we need to go to their houses and, put shotguns down their drawers to let them know that we're serious?
Hey,
he said shotguns down their drawers.
Why? First off, I'm not putting a shotgun down.
But I'm the nigga who's gay, right? But I'm the gayest nigga.
I mean, I think so. So to give you an answer, I think that with the state of the game right now, this game is almost knocking on the door of 7 years, right?
Yeah.
And all things good should come to an end, but I think there's just too much still on the table for this company to be able to tap into to go ahead and throw in the towel. But I with the hacker situation, I do believe that Inway needs to focus a little bit more on this game instead of their other projects, considering that they still do have a very real core player base that buys and loves this game. But at the end of the day, you're not going to be able to stop the corporate world from doing what corporate world does. So, but yeah, I personally believe that the hacker group there ain't nothing. There's nothing that you can do about hackers. Hackers is coding. I mean, we live in a digital age now where there's a bunch of computers everywhere you go. All you see is computers, and all you have to do is just type in a little code, create something that's going to break a game or a program or whatever. So that's my 2 cents on it. But yeah,
for whatever this little social experiment is, Bird. I'll tell you what I think about this game, and that's coming from somebody who's pretty optimistic about the game. I don't really complain about it, but I will say this: like, you guys need to appeal to your free player base, because it's not fair that people who play this game for free, basically have no chance. I actually just had a friend yesterday over to celebrate New Year's, and I was talking to him about this game, and I was talking to him about how much I enjoy the game and I play the game, and it's a really good mobile game. But when he asked me, should I download it? I told him, hell no, because the company doesn't care about its community. They do the bare minimum, and it's pay to win. It's pay to win, and in a lot of other games, you could grind your way to relevancy. You could grind your way to be able to compete with anyone that has paid their way. You could do that. It'll take you some time, but you could do it. In this game, you could grind for the next 5-6 years. You won't have anything compared to people that have spent on the game. And I'll even go as far as to say you won't even have a roster comparable to people that have spent minimum. They haven't even spent that much. They spent maybe like $500 in total. $500 in the total of like 6 years into this game. You'll have a better roster than the person that has been playing from day one for free. That's really messed up, because number one, people are devoting their time to this game. They should be rewarded. And number two, there's a lot of characters that this company shouldn't be gatekeeping or keeping to themselves, waiting for somebody to buy them. No one's gonna buy Devin in shop anymore. No one's gonna buy Daggeron. No one's gonna buy SPD Blue. No one's gonna do that. So for the love of God, reward your loyalty players that play this game and grind it out. And I'm not talking about raids. That you're basically asking people to give up their 9-to-5s to play raids. Okay, that's not right. Like I'm talking about people that play ladder and they rank at a certain part of at the certain point of the season. They should be rewarded a certain amount. You know, the reward system in this game is terrible, and that's coming from somebody who spends a lot. I don't need the rewards. I'm not speaking for myself. I'm speaking for the community. Like, that's not right. How people have played this game as much as they played, and they don't even have a good roster to show for it. But besides all that, I mean, like the things that this company has done towards its community is really, really fucked up, because they made a mistake with Orion releasing him glitched or whatever. Them releasing a nerf list recently and not touching the biggest problem in the game currently only speaks volumes that you're clearly trying to just make up for your lost money in that situation, and you're keeping your player base having to deal with this toxic environment just for the sake of making more money. That makes your game unplayable, and it makes it like I've gone from playing this game like maybe like a couple hours like a day to playing it like, I mean, I just played like 4 matches. I'm done for the day. I'm not trying to play it, because I just faced 4 of the biggest problem in the game right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to mention any names, Ion, but like I'm just not trying to play against that anymore. It's just it's tiring. and now you guys they don't release a character that everyone was anticipating. You guys shut down for 4 days, claiming it's because of server maintenances, and then when you come back, literally nothing changed. If anything, it got worse. You guys are doing the bare minimum. So like this game is shit, to be honest with you. And the only reason I still play it is because I've invested a certain amount into it, so it just kind of feels like I should, not really that I want to. So
if I could piggyback off of what you said about the lower player base, I think you're absolutely right. And I think companies, I don't know who runs Marvel Snap, but I did play it a whole lot. They have a great reward system for free to play players. You can consistently get cards, new cards for the game for free just by playing the game. Yeah, you have different skins, like card skins and everything that does cost money. But at the end of the day, as a free player, you literally can keep up with the rest of the community based alone just by playing the game. And I think that's where this company has also done wrong by the lower player base, is just because you do got to play. You have to pay to win. You've got to pay to win.
And you know, just to go back on Bird's question, which was like the state of the game, and you know, do you think it's gonna die? I personally don't think it's gonna die because they have, like Judai said, they have. Rev said they have a core fan base, and there are people that are gonna stick to this game no matter what, and that'll probably keep the lights on, especially when it comes to raids. You literally have people spending $3,000 a raid, and this is multiple people. This is whole clans of people with 100+ people, 4 alliances, while each member is spending at least a rack to get these big ass raid damages. Playing NPCs, you know, that's gonna keep the lights on, from what I know. Plus, you know, just the players that play ranked as well. But you know, your PvP gets no love. The rewards are mid at best. You have people going to other games, looking at the rewards like, if I want to, I don't have to spend money on this game, and I can easily be good as the top ranked people in the world without spending money. So it's like, eventually you'll have a long lasting effect is you will lose your game because you're not putting attention to it. You're not taking feedback from the players. Like, you're not keeping up with the servers. You're not keeping up with people's demands. You're not asking people what they want in the game. You're not
that
correctly. So, like, what are you doing at this point? You're doing
to
less.
that I also say, yeah, like I haven't even. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have interrupted.
Oh no, go ahead. I was done with that. Yeah.
I literally, you know, I literally saw, like, I've already seen a 46 times deal twice. I've seen the 41s and the 40s. And I usually buy those, but not, you know, but like I have not bought those boxes anymore, and I buy them almost all the time. The 46s, I buy it every single time. The 40s and the 41s, maybe if I'm anticipating a nice release that I want, so I get it, right? But it's gotten to the point where I don't even invest into this game anymore because I see the way this game is trending and what's going on with the game, and I don't have any confidence in it. Like I feel like, oh no, I should back out. Like I don't want to like put money into this game because whatever money I've put into this game already, I'm cool with. I put money into something that I wanted to entertain me. It did. It sufficed. It did its job. I got entertained. I don't regret the money I've spent on the game, but I'm just not going to spend any more on the game. Like I don't need to do that.
Yeah,
because because it's not a game I see worth investing in right now. You know what I'm saying? So.
Yep. I was in that same boat. I stopped actually spending money on the game about a year ago. I do spend every now and again. Like right now, I've got my sights set on Skull Ranger because I don't know, he intrigues me. Nobody uses him, but I do think that he is a very capable type of character. And I've set aside, I think, 11,000 crystals to boost him up. I mean, once I unlock him, because it's gonna be a max 300 crystals. I'll be using 6,000, 7,000 crystals, and after that, I ain't spending squat on this game because there's no reason to. I can wait. I literally can wait and get free characters later on down the road. Like Rancic just released. What's the latest? Jack just released. I spent money on him a long time ago, but like I'm not gonna buy into him. I'm not gonna go ahead and do anything because at this point, with Inway's broken system of creating a broken character that is almost unbeatable, and then turning right around, nerfing them until they're unplayable, and then creating a new character that is almost unbeatable. Like it's an endless toxic cycle. It's almost like being in a very toxic relationship. Like, oh hey, don't beat me. Okay, he said I was sorry, or he said that he was sorry. I'm gonna go back to him. Like, no, that's what it amounts to. It really does. And
that's not a toxic relationship. That's an abusive relationship.
Toxic abusive relationship. Either way.
Yeah. Also, this game doesn't know how to nerf and buff things. When you nerf something, when they nerf something in this game, like they balance it, quote unquote, you overbalanced it. You got legendaries now fighting like rares. Like that's ridiculous. Like, you know, like or you buff something, but it's like at that point you might as well have just left them alone because that's how relevant of a buff that was. Like you didn't really do anything.
Right.
Like so it's just kind of like you guys don't know what you're doing. On top of that, also if there's one thing I'll add as well, from the looks of it, the people developing the characters, I don't think they've seen an episode of Power Rangers. There's a character in this game. There's characters in this game, and there's one that comes to mind immediately where his entire moveset, I strongly feel like I never once saw him fight that way. I've seen the season.
Yeah, they
the
probably only
character
look
question is Connor.
Yeah, they probably
that character did not use that T-staff the way this game swears he did.
Yeah, I think that they look at a few clips of each ranger, and then they go on from there. Or like in the case of the comic, like Alarian, where she goes ahead, she strikes the ground. They saw that in the comic, and that's what they did because you know they don't know her fighting styles, so they just kind of make up sometimes.
Right.
And before you guys get on, I want to just introduce. Hey Xaon, welcome to the show. You're on the Big Bird Show. How you doing?
Fine.
Listen.
All right, so as you guys know, me and Xaon have a lot of battles on ladder. What y'all don't know is that we have a lot of heated arguments too, in Discord and in the chat. But we cool though, so everything is all good. But I'm glad you're here.
I was about to say, what the hell are you playing at?
He's just introducing you, bro.
Oh,
I think Bird. I think Bird is doing some sort of like
podcast
social experiment to I don't know, send to Enway or something. I don't know.
Oh no! This is gonna be on my YouTube channel, man. It's gonna be the podcast.
To be honest, you should send it to Enway. Help him out a little bit.
Yeah, maybe I'll send it to him in an email. I'll send it to him.
I promise you, I think we could all develop this game and we gain millions. Because
the thing is, they have a great concept. Like that's the thing. With all the bashing that I've given this game right now, I'll say this: for as bad of a job as they kind of do, the skeleton of this game is just that good that I'll put up with it.
Exactly.
So it's like
it's such a good game in its base form without even putting characters. Like you could put any concept on top of this game that is probably the most fucking popular. Like for example, a bunch of animes or a bunch of throwback cartoons, whatever, and the game will pop because that's how good the base of the game is. But if you don't keep it up and you don't care, then it's not gonna keep going as it should be.
Yeah.
And also, of course, with this game staying alive, this game has at least 20 characters that they can release right now, and the game is alive all of a sudden. Let's be honest.
Not just that. Wait. Before you continue on with that, I apologize for cutting you off.
Cool. It's cool.
Not just that, man. Take some of the old characters out that were freaking nasty They were grimy. Like they did some freaking villains dirty, right? They tore them up. And why are they rares? Why are they commons? Like what? Like let's take the OG MMPR red. All right. Jason was the leader of MMPR. Tell me why he's a common. Tell me why. Why is he common?
No explanation.
I mean, I know it's MMPR, but at the end of the day, like he literally could be an epic and have his own super where he summons the power sword and lights up his opponent. But here we are, mediocrity at its finest. We don't take characters out of the game to perform proper maintenance on them and give them new move sets to move forward. I think that's something that they should go ahead and consider.
Type shit. I agree.
All right, so I'm sorry about that. Go ahead, Chris.
Yeah, it's cool. But what I was saying is like the fact that this game has characters that they could just sit on and be like, we really don't have to do anything because I know in February I'm gonna make fucking bank because we're releasing Leo or we're releasing fucking I don't know characters that people want that they've seen, that people want in the past. So it's like it's this not sudden. I would say it's just this lack of urgency. It's the lack of care. You know what I'm saying? That is what's gonna kill your game, not you being able to make money. Because clearly, Enway has been able to make money for this type of, it's been up for 6 years with all the fucking mistakes that they made. So
Done.
I don't think this shit is dying. It's just it could die based on people just not dealing with their bullshit anymore. Which, to be honest, I didn't think I was gonna get away from the game this much, but there's way.
I mean, I love the game very much. I really do, but with the state of the game how it is right now, it's unplayable. Like it's just not unplayable. That's exaggerated. If I gave a very unbiased, fair assessment of the game right now, it's a very fun game, but it's tiring because I get on ladder and at this point, people that I don't like in the community. All right, let me just put it this way. Let's just summarize it without me yapping. I don't like certain people in the community, but just yesterday I versed one of those people. And because he was using something that was not meta related, I just told him, GG, I had a good game. And I don't like this motherfucker. But the fact that I told him, like, GG, I had a good time, it's because of the toxic state of this game. That when somebody isn't using, like, some fucking degeneracy, it brings people together because it's like, wow, I appreciate that. Like, I had a good game. And I wasn't using anything degenerate either. I was using non-meta. He was using non-meta. We had I can't back up, but you know what I'm saying? But like, it was still a fun match because at least it was much more interactive, it was refreshing. And it's like why that's gonna bring your game down because it's like there you go. Like it's the fact that you have to say like, oh, you have to worry about the same shit over and over, that's gonna make anyone want to play the game.
Any other questions, Bird?
Yeah, I think I got another one. So do you guys think that Ion? I believe that the game is going to survive, but this is going to lead into my next question.
I'm facing Nathan.
Do you guys think that the next balance patch will happen around?
Good luck, Obito.
Hold on for a second.
I died.
This nigga just said, I'm versus Nathan. 3 seconds later, I died.
I might get perfected here.
This is the thing is I'm asking the next question. Do you guys think that the balance patch is going to happen around the anniversary, and do you think that Ion is going to get touched because there's guys out there like Nathan and now Gandalf's and whoever M199, they all using Ion, and they're having
even if they do address Ion in the next patch, I feel like they're not gonna like just outright kill him off. They may make him work a little harder, but we'll still see plenty of him.
This nigga's turtling. It's so sad. With the Ion shit, I want them to kill him. Kill him off completely. He's one of my favorite 6 rangers. Kill him off completely. Kill him off.
Damn.
You already gained enough money. Shit, you probably gained more money with Iron than you did with Master Morpher last year. Kill him off. He's done for.
Master Morpher's only been in the shop once. Let him come back.
You already created another problem with Master Morpher, and not so far behind him is Amelia. But kill Iron off. You're still gonna have your moneymaker in Master Morpher.
Yeah, Master Morpher will be the pending threat after Ion. He will be the biggest problem in the game, and I'm actually pretty shocked myself. But to quickly answer your question, Bird, I think for sure they'll nerf Ion in the next list. I think their movements on how they went about the recent list. I mean, if you had asked anyone in the community about what they would do to Ion a couple of weeks ago or a month ago before the list came out, 9 out of 10 people would have said, "Oh yeah, he's going to get nerfed 100%," because he already had his run. He released in March. The nerf list came out in November. That's what, like 6-7 months. That's 6-7 months of tyranny. That is a run. Tyranny. That is the normal. Thank you. That is the run right there. That is plenty time for a meta to be what it was, right? So anyone, 9 out of 10 people would have told you, yeah, he's definitely going to get nerfed. But because he didn't get nerfed, it just screams Enway's desperate attempts at getting their money back for the Orion situation, which I understand from a business standpoint, but from a community and a gaming environment standpoint, you just smacked your entire community in the face and said, deal with it for another 7 to 8 months. Because that's another thing we can talk about in terms of the quality of the game. You guys say it's every 6 months that a maintenance will happen for balancing the game, which that in and of itself is minimal already, because other games do it once a month. Other games are a little over. I think this is overkill, but some of them do it every week. But the point is,
there's games that do it every week.
Yeah, so you do it every 6 months. That's already underperforming in my eyes. But whatever. Yeah, but you say that, but it's only the last 2 maintenances have come late, and I'm talking late, like 7-8 months. So it's like you basically just told your whole community deal with Ion for another 7 to 8 months. You know how I have friends in this game who just outright don't play the game anymore. I can name 3 right now in this very server, but that's just some people I know. But to answer your question, they're gonna have to touch him next time, because if you don't, I mean, at that point, you're really gonna start talking about people just outright quitting the game, unless in that 6 month, 7 month time period you release something somehow even worse than Ion. If you're releasing something, if you release a counter to Ion, but if you're releasing a counter to Ion, at that point you're intoxicating the game even more, and it's just kind of like. You have to pick something already. You either have to go back to 2022, where like all the releases just seemed fair, like all of them, the legendaries and the epics, they all felt fair until Orion came out glitched.
Or you go 20.
You either or you go 2021, where you just release everything being super competitive and super good. That way, everyone has options, like plenty of options. Like plenty of options, to the point where you get to a point where it's like, yeah, Ion or Master Morpher might be broken, but so is A, B, C, and D. So it's like at that point, it's just kind of like a battle of the brokens.
Mm-hmm. And Bird also asked, "Are we getting this patch on the anniversary?" If I'm not mistaken, the anniversary is in March.
Yeah, that was the question I asked. Was, do you guys think it's going to happen on the anniversary?
Not going to be on anniversary.
No, it doesn't fall into the deadline. I'll say this. By my calculations, in May, we are due for a double release, one being a legendary and the other being an epic. So you want to kill off a legendary, you introduce a new one. They did it with Ion. They killed, 2 legendaries with Merrick and Trent. They introduced Ion. Nobody was worried about Sam. No, Trent and Merrick were.
You still made them irrelevant.
Yeah,
he was already irrelevant to begin with.
You also forgot Daishi got hit too. He got damage hit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
you still didn't see Daishi either way.
No. But that's still an option that people do not have now. because you nerfed it. There were players who niche players who played those type of characters who don't even feel like who either one jumped to the meta shit or just stopped playing outright because that was their favorite character to run, and now he's gone.
If you stop playing Daishi because a damage tweak, you weren't really a fan of him. You just loved his damage. His moveset is still the same.
Everybody has their own reasons. We really at this point, it's not like it's a broken character. So why even have a reason to run it? You're just running it because you want to at that point.
Yeah, and that goes to what I also said earlier. It's just this company doesn't know what to nerf sometimes, or they have a base idea and they go target certain things that were like they have a reason to target, but like things like Sam or Daishi, what was the reason behind nerfing those guys? Like what did they do?
That,
like
they Jack D. Thomas too. Like this dude got a damage nerf, and don't get me wrong, when Jack hit you, yeah, it hurt, but how easy was it to counter Jack or Turtle Jack?
Or just exactly that's what I'm trying to say about them is like what I don't understand. There has to be some sort of like, why don't you go look at the data? Go look at how many Jacks are playing the game and finding success. It's not that many. And the reason for that is because it may have something going for it, but it's not like it's fucking revolutionary and it's like amazing and it's gonna break the game and it's none of that. You ask any of the Jack players, man, like you could ask them if you had a level 9 fully whaled out Jack, how far do you think you're getting? They'll tell you themselves. I mean, I'll get far, but it's not like I'll be up there competing with the Ions and the fucking Master Morphers of the game. Like,
oh, hell no.
You know, so it's like, why did you nerf him?
He needs assist help, that's for sure.
And then, piggybacking off the thing that Rev was saying too, I agree completely. Like and it's like this one right here, it's not even just the community bitching about it and them wanting something done. This benefits them just as much as it benefits us, which is you have a lot of characters that you either foolishly released as skins that could have been releases and made you money, and you have characters who are in the graveyard basically because of the time that they released. I mean, I get it. Andros, Wes, Green Ranger, Tommy, and others, they released during a time period where, I mean, that status that they have was fine. It was like warranted or whatever, right? Like there weren't legendaries when Green Ranger Tommy came or Green Ranger Tommy came out. So I get it, but it's like the game has evolved, and that's one of that would be the. Oh my god!
Yeah,
imagine if they announced a re-release of Green Ranger Tommy Legendary.
Wow!
I'm telling you right now,
be a bad time.
I'll argue this. I'll argue this. He could be worse than Ion. You'll still see him flooding the game because people would go crazy. Like they'd be like, "Oh hell yeah!" Like which would be a good thing. You wouldn't, you know what I'm saying? Like there's just characters. You're making money, and I mean, I'll tell you this much. If I ever see them re-release West, that's it, bro. I mean, actually, low key, in terms of my account, they fucked up because I ain't buying nothing else at that point. That's my character for the rest of my life. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'll never buy anything again, but
Yeah, Judai, when they released those, when they released West and MMPR Green and Andros, they were still trying to promote the game. So they wasn't, into trying to make them legendary or something like that, which was probably a mistake. Because, as we all know, in order for legendaries to get up levels, you have to pay for it. You can't, there's no beating around the bush on that. Or unless you're just playing raids and challenges and winning all of them. That's the only way I can see. But besides that, if you're not winning every challenge, if you're not winning every raid, you're going to have to pay to, level up legendaries. But yeah, they came out during that period where they was promoting the game.
And speaking on the nerf buffing patch system, when they do good nerfs, like for example, July, August 2021, everyone liked that nerf. You nerf the problems, to the point where people don't want to run them, but they're still good. So you're kind of still doing good, and you don't put sufficient buffs to your nerfs. you're only focusing on nerfing things, while there's characters that haven't gotten touched since release that need to get buffed. And with the re-releasing of these characters, you're making money, you're getting more buzz back in the game, and certain communities that completely have fell off the rocker off this game, now they're going to be on the game because their favorite character released. And you guys releasing things, you're not releasing the most popular characters. You're not asking the community, what do you guys want to release? You guys can have a release schedule, that's fine and dandy. You guys have released, I think, less than 10 Blue Rangers, all 6 Rangers. And mind you, the game is called Power Rangers Legacy Wars. So you guys focus on Red, 6, Villains, Comic Book, and then there's 5 colors that don't even get releases because they're just not as important to you. But have you know, those characters will also get you money. But since you're not looking into the community, you're not trying to find out if those characters will get you sales. You just willy-nilly release anything however you feel like it, which you're losing out on money. A lot.
Can't wait till they nerf Solaris. I really can't.
And there's still the categories that they release the most Rangers in those categories that would make money more than any other release in 2023 or 2022. I think Leo will make the most amount of money. For example, Leo will make the most amount of money
easily
from other than any other character that released for the past maybe 2-3 years, because he's that popular of a character.
Also, depending on the moves that they
and if you make him good enough, people will also use him.
There ain't no if, they better.
And I prefer the 2021 version of releases because
you got options.
Supports diversity into the game. If you're what you did in 2022, you release 1 or 2 or 3 good characters, and that's all you're going to see for the whole year. But in 2021, you did see too much Ninja Tommy, but at least you release characters that can sustain people throughout the whole year. That's different from the number 1, 2, or 3 meta. And 2021 was probably your best year strength-wise of releases, arguably. So, that's another thing that I think the game just lacks from doing, and it'll affect the status of it in the future. So. Anything else, Bert?
Oh, no, that's all I got. Well, thank you guys for sharing your comments. I mean, it was great to have you guys on the show. We're going to do this sometime again.
Appreciate it. For sure.
Okay, cool.
Okay, guys, welcome back. I hope you guys enjoyed that show. Like I said, we'll do more of this in the future. I'll try to go ahead and do stuff like this in the future. Especially like with new releases, we'll have a discussion. We'll have like a panel discussion about the releases and about prior releases and about certain players. But we're going to try to do more of these in the future. Stay tuned for my next episode. All right, guys, take care. Goodbye.